Assalamu alaikum. Hello everyone. Hope you're doing well. Since you opened this, that means you are preparing for a FE exam. Here you go. Either mechanical, civil, electrical. The example I'm doing is mathematics. So pretty much this section is the same for all. So I'm gonna do one of the problems that I have seen myself when I took the exam, and these kind of problems are the ones I'm gonna choose to post on my YouTube channel. Are the one I've seen, the one that I think it's very important to that a lot of people, a lot of my friends, they should benefit from, and everybody basically. So let's do it. All right, you want to expect to see between 6 and 9 questions that will come for mathematics, different type of questions, but the tough ones will be from differential equations or linear algebra. So the one I'm doing right now is a typical one that I actually highlighted because I have seen it and it was on my exam, and it blew me off during the exam because of the right side of the equation. When I took it, I didn't really prepare well, but I really want to explain it to everyone so that if they see this kind of problem, it shouldn't scare them. Okay, so the question here was asking to what is the complementary solution to the following differential equations. So the key word here is the complementary solution. So they're not actually asking you for the general solution. Complementary solution is actually a solution for the homogeneous differential equations, basically the left side of the equation. So you really want to ignore the right side. Don't worry about it. It's not gonna affect the solution. Okay, so I'm gonna show you how to do it. So first of all, I want to make sure that you have the FE reference handbook 9.4 version for computer-based testing, and this is the same one. This is the current one that they're using, and I'm going to show you where you want to be studying for these kind of problems, where you want to pull up your the formulas that you're going to use. So during the exam, you wanna really do it quick. Pull up this page. So you wanna find a keyword from the problem. So you should be familiar. You can type in second order linear or first order or anything that is that you know it's gonna bring you to this page. So this is page 31 in mathematics. It shows you the first order linear homogeneous differential equations with constant coefficient. This is not the case that we have. If you have that case, you can use this general equation for the first order. In our example that we're doing, it's actually the second order. Second order, that means the y double prime right over here. So I'm not really gonna go into a lot of details about differential equations because it's FE exam. It's not an exam. It's not a test about testing you about differential equation. That a lot of the detailed stuff. It's only general stuff, but you have to do it quick. So my objective is just how you can do it quickly. So basically, you wanna generate the general. Convert your equation to a general equation. So basically, I'm just showing you here. This is where you're gonna find it, and I want you to follow up with me when I'm gonna solve it on my letter board. Okay, right over here they give you're gonna have to compare a square and 4b. So you have three choices. So if a square is greater than b square, this is the general solution that you're going to be looking for. If they're equal, this is the general solution that you are going to be using, and if the r, if it's a squared is less than 4b, it's actually for the this is the so for imaginary solutions basically. So this is the general solution that you are looking for. So let's tackle our problem and we'll find out which one it is. There you go. So this is the equation that we have. I've already write it over here to save time. And then on the solution, they actually went ahead and find the characteristic equation, and then they do the quadratic equation to solve it. I can go over that. I really want to do it, but it's not necessary. You're not gonna need it for the solution. It's good to know it. It's good to practice. Maybe for another problem when you're actually gonna need to find the characteristic equation, but for this problem you don't need it. I'll show you how to find it, but I'm telling you again, you don't read it for this problem, and you will know why. So you want to write the general. This is the equation that they give you. You want to convert it to the R form so that you can find the characteristic equation. So for y double prime, it's gonna be r squared minus 4r plus 25 over 4. So this is the characteristic equation, and then basically this is basically a quadratic equation. You want to do it by hand, go for it. You know how to find the solution. It's minus a plus or minus square root of a squared plus, or actually minus 4b over 2. Okay, this is just a review basically. What is it if you want to convert it? So it's r, our solutions 1 and 2 are minus 4 plus and minus square root of minus 4 square minus b minus 4b. So 4b is 25 over 4. So basically that 4 will just cancel out over 2. And it's gonna be, if we simplify it, square root of basically 16 plus and minus okay, so it's gonna be 4 plus and minus square root of 16 minus 25 over 2. If we simplify it, it's gonna be 4 over 2 plus and minus square root of 16 minus 25. It's gonna be square root of minus 9. As we can see, it's gonna be an imaginary number over 2. So it's gonna be 2 plus and minus 3 over 2i. So basically these are the solution for the quadratic equation. We actually don't need them, but you can see it's very lengthy and time consuming. I'm also going to show you how to do it, how to solve the quadratic equation using the calculator. You really want to make sure you practice how to use a calculator. I'm using the calculator I'm going to show it to you right now. There you go. The calculator I'm using is Casio fx-115ES Plus. I had other calculators, but I found out that this is the best one for FE exam. It does a lot of good stuff for you. So in this particular problem, I'm going to show you how to solve the quadratic equation and other equations you can solve. So what you're going to do, turn on the calculator, you go to mode. Once you click on mode, it gives you all these options from 1 all the way to 8. So what we are concerned for this problem is number 5 for equations. So once you press 5, it's going to take you to these type of equations, and then you want to select which one you want to do. In our case, we're actually doing the quadratic equations, which is the third one, ax squared plus bx plus c. So once you click 3, it's going to take you to these numbers to fill up the a value, the b value, and the c value. So in our problem, the a value was 1, coefficient for the a value is 1, b value was -4, and then the c value was 25 over 4. 25 over 4, it already gave it to me as a decimal, 6.25. And then once you're done entering these values, these coefficients, you click enter or equal sign, and then it gives you, bam, it gives you the solutions. This is the first solution, this is the second solution, and it also gives you, if you're doing quadratic equations for calculus, you want to find maxima, minima, all that. It also gives you the x value for the maximum x value, and then the maximum y value. I found that this is very useful. You can check out other videos other people have done. Good job. As you can see, that was the solution we find by hand. It's the same solution that we found using the calculator in a matter of seconds. And then, actually, as I mentioned, we don't really need this. But what we need, if you go back to the slide I showed from the handbook, you want to write the equation in the general form. So you have r squared plus ar plus b. In our case, we found out that it's r squared minus 4r plus 25 over 4. So here you go. All what you need to do it quickly. It's not going to take you a long time. We want to find what's a. In this case, a is minus 4. So therefore, a is minus a squared is 16, and then b, or actually b is, what's our b? B is 25 over 4, and then 4b is basically 25. And then we want to compare these numbers. So in this case, 4b is greater than a squared. So we're going to pick the solution that correlates with this condition. Okay? And before we do that, we want to find the alpha value and the beta value. Alpha value is basically minus a over 2. It's minus 4 over 2. It's going to be 2. That's our alpha value. And then the beta value is minus 4b minus a squared over 2. So you don't have to memorize all this stuff. It's all, you have it during the exam. It's all in there. So beta is square root of basically 25 minus 16 over 2. Okay, simplify it, you're gonna get 3 over 2. That's our beta. And then the general solution that we have is y it's equal E alpha. This is alpha. In our case, alpha is 2, so I'm going to write directly 2x C1 cos beta. What's our beta? Beta is 3 over 2. 3 over 2 x plus C2 sine beta 3 over 2 x. This is the general solution. If you go back to the beginning of the video, and it's gonna be the one of the answers. Okay, hope you like it, and I'll see you in the next video. Thank you. Assalamu alaikum.